that the system of racism, white supremacy, is a total system structure put in place by people who classify themselves as white for the ultimate purpose of white genetic survival. White genetic survival is the objective, the ultimate objective of people who say, I am white, or classify themselves as white. And the system functions in all areas of activity: economics, education, entertainment, labor, law, politics, religion, sex, and war. And it controls patterns of perception, logic, symbol formation, thought, speech, action, and emotional response, all orchestrated consciously and subconsciously towards white genetic survival and preventing white genetic annihilation. Now, we have not put in this perspective, in this dynamic perspective, everything that has happened to us, let's say, within the last 500 years. But if we understand what that entails, what's the meaning of white genetic survival? Well, it is related to the fact that whites are a tiny minority on the planet, and they are genetic recessive in terms of skin coloration compared to the genetically dominant black, brown, red, and yellow people. And of the people who have the greatest genetic potential to cause white genetic annihilation, it's black people. We have the greatest genetic potential to produce the black pigment melanin. Now, you know, people are not accustomed to thinking about this. You know, we used to think if they just took off the chains, everything would be all right. That's from formal enslavement. And we came out of that, and then there were laws that were put in place to keep black people under control. In the 60s, we saw what is called the Civil Rights era. If they would just change the laws, and if there was assimilation, integration, everything would be all right. Or people even thought if we get a black president, everything is going to be all right. Well, it's not all right. You see, just like we have the Trayvon Martin event, which is symptomatic of everything that has been happening to black males over the years: the lynching, the castration, the driving while black, police brutality. All of these things have to center on the ability to kill the black male at will, just like President Obama has received more death threats than any other president in history. Because the attack has to be on black people in general and black men in particular. That this is what this system structure is all about, because it is the black male that can cause and is perceived as causing white genetic annihilations, just like looking at President Barack Obama. His mother's white. His father was a black man from Kenya. And so you look at President Obama, you don't see anything about his mother. Because of the genetic dominance of blacks. Now, I have asked white people, do you want your children to be colored, your grandchildren to be colored, your great-grandchildren, your great-great? I'm polite and they're polite, and they say no. And I say, well, this is what, if you mean that, then you have to do certain specific things in the areas of people activity, as I listed: economics, education, entertainment, labor, law, politics, religion, sex, and war, to make certain on this particular planet, where the whites are fewer than 1/10 of the people on the planet, they're getting ready to be the minority population in this area of the world. And so they are extremely mindful of that, which is why when President Obama became president, they had the Obama effect, meaning more guns were bought than at any other time. And now we have these laws that are called Stand in Your Ground, which allowed for the killing. That means that any person who classifies him or herself as white can be next to or near or confronting any black person and say, I was afraid. And therefore they have the right to kill that black person. So now this is what we have to take our understanding to a completely different level when we understand the power system dynamic and structure in which we find ourselves on this planet. You see, so simply talking about black men and women loving each other, that's not going to cut it, because there is a war going on against black men. Black people in general, but black men in particular, which is why we have 70, maybe 80% of so-called black families are single-parent households without a male person.
Well, there it is. That's how you open it up. The late, great Dr. Frances Cress Welsing, giving her analysis on what has happened to the black family. I love that she emphasized the attack on the black man, the deliberate attempt to execute the black man, to remove the black man, to make the women and children more vulnerable so they can manipulate the women and the children. They can reconstruct, they can socially engineer the women and children to exist the way they want them to exist in a way that helps to uphold the system of white supremacy. Therefore, you create new generations of black males and black females who not operating in the proper manner, don't have no manners, don't have no conduct, don't like each other, are reproducing but are not creating family, are reproducing but don't like each other. How you reproduce with somebody you don't like? I hear, I be on social media and I be scrolling, and I'm thinking about this one particular video I was looking at where the young lady was having a conversation with a man, and she was trying to explain and justify, and as best she could, why the guy that she was dealing with, she would have his baby, but she wouldn't be with him. That's on one hand. And on the other hand, you got the Pookie and the Ray Ray who'll go out here just dropping off kids and not taking care of their kids, right? And so that has what happened as far as the generations, what we degenerated into. But that's not new to us. It didn't just start like in the 90s. I know a lot of people think it started in the 90s. I have visual proof that black men and black women were having strife in the 70s. But remember, we talk about the breakdown of the black family coming from the 1960s. We talk about welfare happening in the 1960s. So if we're talking about welfare happening in the 1960s, we can't say the breakdown of the black family really started in the 90s. I hear a lot of people saying that. I'm not saying everybody says that, but I hear that a lot. But we also have to take it back to slavery. The intentional separation of the black family started in slavery. Remember, black men were originally, me, PC, and Pat talked about it on this past Friday breakdown. Black men were originally brought here to be labor. Black women were originally brought here to be breeders and then had to get into labor, right? Black men and black women were always some form of labor and some form of sexual labor. So like Dr. Joy DeGroot talk about the PTSS, all this unhealed trauma, all these unhealed or negative cultural patterns that we have developed over the time, unhealed. And then we pass it down from generation to generation to generation, coupled with our lack of understanding of the system of white supremacy and what has happened to us. Black men being disenfranchised heavily, black men being targeted and disenfranchised. That's why, once again, I'm glad Dr. Welsing hit on it. Black men have been targeted by white folk since they brought us here. Black men are the main targets. If you remove the black men, the women and children are vulnerable. And if the women and children are vulnerable, then you can socially engineer and manipulate the society to behave and exist the way you want to. And remember, non-white folk complaining about the behavior of these YNs and all these young folk running around being crazy, but this was your creation. You wanted to break up the black family. Here you go. But remember, the white folk ain't the one complaining. It's the regular white folk, the ones that it affect. But the white folk ain't complaining because this was deliberate. If the black family is not together, if black men are running amok, if black women are running amok, if black children are running amok, then guess what? We are not doing opposing the system of white supremacy. So we have to realize that the system of white supremacy is the foundation of this. But we're gonna go ahead and get the show started, get to the crux of this. I got a guest. I got a brother joining me tonight. We're gonna give some insight on this, these relationship or the lack of relationship dynamics between black men and black women. What happened to break down all these things? We're gonna talk about all this, but first, y'all make sure y'all hit that like button, comment, subscribe, and share. Thank you for being here. Thank you for tuning in. These lives be fun. Y'all make these lives so fun. I appreciate y'all. I love y'all. So please hit that like button. Please comment, subscribe, share. If you haven't joined the channel, join the channel as a member. Hit that hype button. You can hit that super like button. We got super chats. Please hit them super chats. All of that. One time for Renee Woods. As always, I appreciate you being in the building. Thank you, Renee. Thank you, Renee. Mr. Fantastic. I love it. Thank you for being here. Terrell, as always, my brother, thank you for being here and thank you for being a member. And day one, Nemesis X, as always, in the building. So I'm going ahead and bring my brother up. Brother Terrence, how you doing today?
Hey, brother. Teach, beautiful black man. Teach, beautiful black man. Teach, beautiful black man.
Man, I appreciate it.
Man, I was so busy enjoying your beautiful introduction, breakdown, analysis, synopsis, brother.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, I barely wanted to come up here. You was throwing down so hard, brother.
Hey man, we got it over here. We tell the truth and we set foundations. You know what I'm saying? The main thing is we want to make sure we get something out of this, and we got to be real. And hey, over here, they've already know. Look, we're not trying to hurt your feelings, but if your feelings getting hurt, that means you got to change something.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So that's how we doing it.
Hey, Elijah Muhammad said, "Truth hurts the guilty."
There you go.
And the last four letters of the word truth is what?
RUTH. What? Yeah, something like that.
You just spelled hurt, brother.
There you go.
Yeah.
When
we all of us came out of a womb, when we came out of that womb, it was not cookies, cake, ice cream, and soda pop for the mama. Right.
So
yes,
what's
sir.
going on, Renee? Thank you for being here, Renee. Thank you for everybody, man. Now, remember, please hit that like button, comment, subscribe, share. So introduce yourself a little bit for my audience so they can go ahead and get used to you, my brother.
Yes, sir. This is Brother Terrence, and I'm a consultant, life coach, relationship coach, and a lot of what's in the textbooks in the colleges and universities, I'm behind the scenes. A lot of the what you read in textbooks and colleges and universities, God has blessed me to write. So I can offer a couple of things on the subject and hopefully shed a little light and further the discussion and open some eyes and unblock some ears, hopefully, if God sees fit to bless me in that area like he did you.
Hey man, God throwing out these good blessings, and it's on us to cultivate them. So yes, sir. I appreciate that.
Yes, sir.
I appreciate that. So we're gonna go ahead and get this show started. Like I said, we're looking at. I've showed this on the channel before a couple times. I showed this on the channel. I keep coming back to this because I think it's a poignant conversation, but it's also an important. I'm not gonna say important in the sense of this particular conversation, but the overall conversation. But the fact that we were able to capture a conversation in the 1970s of black men and black women talking about the new black woman, the revolution that has happened, looking at the separation of black men and black women from maybe 1960 or 1965 to maybe 1975, looking at a 5 to 10 year period of the separation of black family. So we can see within a 5 to 10 year period, it goes from black men and black women being on the same page to black women being against each other within a 5-10 year period.
Right.
So we have this on camera, this conversation, and it's also larger conversations because we get ideas of the modern black woman for the 1970s and what the black man thinks. But just listening to the conversation, it's a great conversation starter for us, because I think it will expose a lot of things that we think is new but has been long-standing in our culture that we just haven't fixed. And it's
number one, brother, let's have a priority in mind. It's an honor from God and God only to be able to speak to the dead.
Yep.
And have the dead speak to us. Let me interject that. And that makes what we're talking about, that makes our conversation sacred.
Right.
Because our ancestors who have gone on to the invisible plane have left us the blessing of knowledge, wisdom, and understanding. And if we can come from that, then we can have an appreciation of that. And when we have an appreciation, that's the only thing that's going to produce a change.
Right.
Yes, sir.
No, I'm with you. We do have to have an appreciation for ourselves, for our culture, for our history, for black people.
Any and everything.
There you go. So let's go ahead and get this thing rolling, get this conversation started. Once again, I appreciate everybody for being here. Brother Terrence, I appreciate you for being here. Please hit that like button, comment, subscribe, and share. And let's do it. And shout out to everybody that's on Instagram. Thank y'all, everybody on Instagram, for tuning in. I see y'all out there in Instagram world. Mr. God is too lit. Mr. Go, I can't read tonight, but Mr. Go Get Too Lit, the official mother rapper. I appreciate you. And Smooth Operator, I appreciate you all for joining in from Instagram. Let's go ahead and get this thing started.
The feeling of racial pride is not new for many African Americans, but the resurgence of black awareness and pride, black men and women face new problems, not only in relation to white society, but to each other in a black society. Recently, there has been a stream of articles on this subject, and the Chicago Daily Defender, America's largest black newspaper, began a series some weeks ago on the emergence of the new black woman. Benny Washington, reporter for the paper, surveyed the Chicago scene to report on how black men and women believe the revolution in racial pride will affect them and their families.
Oh, but before I get in there, because they're talking about the new black woman. Why was there actually a need for a new black woman? Because this is it's opening up already, showing how the black woman was targeted as far as the propaganda pieces to make sure that they can weaponize her against the black man.
Well, you just made a super awesome, beautiful point. And what you did what a top lawyer would do during the deposition. You caught them using the word new. Mm-hmm. Okay, well, what's the old black woman then? And,
right.
And if there was there had to be an old black woman to be a new black woman. And if there was an old black woman, why did you change it like you changed the skin color and hair color of Jesus?
Hey, and
I'm sorry.
But also, was there a need for a new black man? I guess not, huh?
Exactly.
Right.
So you're tearing them up and breaking them down beautifully, brother.
Let's get it.
Before the sociologists and experts tell us how we are supposed to react.
As a reporter for the Chicago Daily Defender, and as a black woman married to a black man, I become deeply aware of the effects of this new black revolution on the relationship between black man and black woman. I see it among my own friends, and I also see it in my home. But the most revealing and the most vocal statements about what the new black man expects from the new black woman came when I met with a group of young unmarried friends one Saturday afternoon.
I think that what's happening in America as far as black men, black women is concerned, is that there's a revolution within a revolution. We are fighting our own woman. Our woman will not allow us to emerge as black men. No. But our black women, who has been put in this role of aiding white America, white structure, and castrating the black male, has continued doing this. She cannot live with us. It's not that we can't live with her.
Are you blaming us? Are you saying that it's our fault that this happened?
No, I'm not blaming black America women. I just said that I'm blaming the system. They are victims of the system like the black male.
Well, why do you say that we are castrating you? You say that you want to be the leaders. Okay. Well, what about the black professional woman? Are you saying that there should be no black professional woman? Are you trying to deny black women the right to be creative, the right to...
Stop it right there. Because what she's saying is significant, but also what led up to that. They talk about this revolution that needed, or this revolution that happened within the black family. Whose idea was it to have a revolution in the black family? Was it what? Because I was born in the 80s. I do read history, but I was born in the 80s. Whose idea was it to have a revolution for the black family?
Yes, you once again you hitting the nail on the head, and you making a brilliant analysis, and you caught the devil robbing, stealing, killing, and destroying, like the scripture described he would do. The answer to each and every one of your questions is a report in 1965 called the Moynihan Report.
Mm-hmm.
In the Moynihan Report, that's the basis and the origin and the blueprint for all these changes that these people are talking about. And the hidden hand of the devil has the black female and the black male at war and at odds with each other. And
right.
That blueprint is the Moynihan Report. And that's why you see the sister and the brother, they having an argument right now, because
right.
neither one of them can see the hidden hand of Satan that affected them. In that period of time, we had an 85% marriage rate.
Right.
The changes that they're talking about give us what we have today. Today, we have a 90% single mom divorce rate. They've completely flipped black family dynamics, the black family, the black marriage, and the black relationship and the black community have all been destroyed.
Right.
Because of what we're talking about.
Right. But it's like looking at the comment by Renee. Also, I had to check the date again. It say 1970, right? So
mm-hmm.
welfare was what, 65. So 62. So from 1960, we had, look how much decline has happened between 62 and 70.
Oh, the black family's been destroyed. We had an 85% marriage rate back in the 60s.
Right.
All the females were married. They were all married. Today, they all single. You got a perfect title to your show. They are strong. The Moynihan Report taught black females to say, I'm a strong, independent woman. I don't need no man. I'm a strong, independent woman. I don't need no man. A ninja ain't
right.
SHIT.
Right. I heard it all my life, but it's like within 8 years, black women need to be revolutionized. So that lets you know there's a outside forces, because in 8 years ago, black women were married at an 80% rate, and then now at 8 years later,
in the 60s,
right? In the 60s, they married at an 85% rate in the 60s, and then by 1970,
by today.
No, I'm just saying like what they're talking about at this point in this video.
Right.
It was saying like this video is 1970, and they're emphasizing that the black woman needs to be revolutionized.
Right. I was watching a detective show, and I think Cyril Wecht, who is a pathologist in Pittsburgh and a coroner, he said when something dies, it's like turning off a fan. When you turn off a fan, those blades don't stop in 1 or 2 seconds.
Right.
It occurs over a period of time. And when you change a people and make socio-psychological, metaphysical mutations within a people, that change requires 2 or 3 generations. And so in the 70s, the destruction of the black family and black community goes like this. Here's the weapons that were used. In the 60s, it was integration. In the 70s was the disintegration of the black man, taking his jobs and shipping them overseas. See, in the 60s, a brother could drop out of high school, go to the Ford, GM, or Chrysler plant, 16 years old, and make the equivalent of $1,400 an hour. And the proof of it is, this brother's up there that own whole neighborhoods in Detroit. That's how sweet it used to be when they didn't bother the black man, when they didn't destroy the black man. So the 70s was deindustrialization, and they took the skilled trades out of the school, where the brother could learn plumbing, come out at 18, and make $80 an hour. They took that out. The 90s was mass incarceration with the Clinton crime bill, where Bill Clinton locked up over a million black men and set laws in motion to lock as many brothers up as possible. In the year 2000, the weapon against the black community was extermination, extinction, extermination, termination. That's why you got the movie Terminator. And extinguishing black men, and that's where the police killings start.
Right.
And in the 90s, see, America fought a war called the Vietnam War in the 60s, and that war took place over a 9-year period. Over that 9-year period, 50,000 soldiers were lost. In gang warfare in LA, over a 9-year period, 59,000 brothers were lost.
Dang.
So what do the numbers tell us? There are more black men lost in crack cocaine and gang warfare than it was soldiers killed in Vietnam.
But those are results of the breakdown of the family.
Yes, sir.
So I thought another thing significant what she was saying is they were talking about leadership, like leadership within the community, leadership in the household. And she immediately went to the corporate woman or somebody who works in corporate America. Because the idea is the black corporate person, but that's also that brainwashed to think that I need to be a part of this talented 10th, this respected 10th by white people, to be a leader, to be a somebody. And so the idea, like she's espousing, is the corporate person. If you're a woman in corporate America, then you are a leader. If you're a black man in corporate America, then you are a leader, because corporate America stamps you, or the whiteness stamps you as a somebody now. But it also helps to erode the black family, because we're concentrating on pleasing the white man instead of building.
Right. And in the corporate setting, are you building the black community?
Right. You're not.
You're building white people's world.
There you go.
A white man owns that. And see, there are a few C's. If we go back to the original blueprint document, the Moynihan report, 1965. Anybody can Google it right now. Download
it's in the description. It's in the link for the Moynihan report is in the description right now.
Praise God. What the Moynihan report is: all black females marrying white men, the Ku Klux Klan, and promising to help white men kill black men. And the reward that white men promised black females were 3 or 4 C's: good job in the corporation, college, and church.
Those are three places where they are heavily populated.
Right. Today, the church is 90% female.
Yeah. Black men have turned their back on the church. I let the church go. Like going to church, I let that go a long time ago. But but we can see how it's more catered to pandering than empowerment.
Right. It's to please black females and make them think that everything is all right while they're being destroyed. And the top church and the top preacher is in Dallas. What's the name of that preacher?
To my TD?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Theotis.
TD has a YouTube video where he's masturbating to a male stripper.
I heard about that. I heard.
I've played it for a bunch of females. He's been at the Diddy parties.
Yeah, I know. We know about that.
Yeah, and he's masturbating to a male stripper in the church on video. So we think TD means what'd you say, Theopolis?
That Theotis? Nah, it means that stick.
If you watch that video, it means, if you really understand it means taking, and I don't want to say the D word on your show. I'm not gonna disrespect your show, brother.
No, but I mean, look, I didn't say it worse, but yeah, we get what you're saying. We ain't gonna mess the money up, but I didn't say it worse. Yeah. Trust me, you'll never say nothing worse than what I said.
Yes.
But Shonda, thank you for tuning in. Thank you for your comment. I want my husband to provide structure, vision, leadership, and set priorities. Yes. But that's where strong family units come to produce men who can do that. We need more men who are like that. We need more upstanding, strong black men with backbone who not backing down to anyone or anything, and making sure that we spurring our community forward. But in order to have that, we have to have black men and black women on the same page having continuity. Like, I work with young teen males, and all of the young teen males that I'm working with are all fighting to be in their child's lives. And it's frustrating because they shouldn't have to fight to be in their children's lives. Like, they're not even 18 and they want to be parents. They're fighting to be parents. They shouldn't have to do that. But the way our community were programmed, the way our women were programmed, we're so against each other. It's crazy.
In the 1980s, Elijah Muhammad, through Minister Farrakhan, said, "The black man has been completely destroyed. The black man has been completely destroyed. The black man has been completely destroyed." We're at a place. That means we're at a place now. We don't need to teach and train. We have to do a complete, total rebuild.
Yep. Tear it down and start it over. But once again, like we were talking about on the phone the other day, and me, Pat, and PC talk about it all the time. That means that real work, building from the ground up, being independent, building from the ground up. But going back to Nemesis, I'm gonna take these next two comments. We're gonna jump back in the video, but going Nemesis comment: the church is a coping mechanism. The church does not hold the women there accountable.
Yeah, and he's real close to being right. The church is actually put an I on the end of that C, and you got what? The church is a doping mechanism.
That too.
Henry David Thoreau, 200 years ago, said, "Religion is the drug of the people."
Right. Yes.
And people get high because there's a dopamine release in the brain on catching the silly ass Holy Ghost. And doing the holy dance, running up and down the aisles and acting a fool and participating in the Sunday morning disco.
Right.
While the preacher's up there lying to you about Jesus.
Right.
Passing the collection plate.
Yeah, Renee, none of us are surprised by TD. None of us. But I love this comment, right? Because it's an understanding. So I used to work in sexual violence prevention. I was at a conference, a sexual violence. I was sitting in a domestic violence prevention conference. I'm sitting in there, and I'm one of the few black men in there. Me and my man DK, we sitting in there, and it just hit me because it's mostly white women in there, and it just hit me. They don't want equality; they want power. Right. So when I had that revelation, I started looking at information deep and looking at it different, and then I saw how black women were manipulated and acculturated by white women. And
who did God show you wanted power, brother?
White women.
Okay, yes, sir.
Yeah, white women.
Yes, sir.
But also how they spread the messages to black women to go against the black man. So you go ahead and going back to Renee's comment, you go ahead and you be the leader. You get the power in your community, like we are, but white women were lying.
You know where that comes from?
What's that?
That comes from Willie Lynch.
Yes, yep, true. Yes, true.
Willie Lynch said, you take the black male and turn him into a female. You take the black female and turn him into a male.
Yep.
He said we reverse their nature. And that's what happens to a black female when she goes to college. The C's that the white man has for her: church, right, college, and good corporate jobs.
Yep. All right.
In college, we all know what a physical penis is.
Mm-hmm.
But in college, black females get a mental, spiritual, psychological penis sewed onto them that's hanging down to their knees.
Hey.
And it makes them think that they're superior, greater, bigger, and stronger than their black male counterpart.
Right.
And so they sitting up there, they've been saying they don't need no man, they strong and independent. And 1930, average black female, 130 pounds. Today, average black female, 190 pounds.
Yeah.
This mentality has made her bigger than her man.
Yep. They are behaving that way while men are behaving like women.
Exactly.
Like black men. And so Terrell, TD, he was saying TD stands for this DICK penis.
Taking
penis, basically. Just, but let's just jump back into this video, because this conversation, I'm telling you, man, it's hitting.
We're not asking for you to take a back seat. We're saying that you have got to be astute enough and can view the situation well enough where you just automatically know what your role is and step back. And whenever you want to have that aggressive thing, this is the thing that the young black man today is not going to tolerate. My old man tolerated it because his old man tolerated it. It came up for years and years and years. But today, the young black man is not going to take it. He's going to be out there as a leader.
White America has used black women to keep the black male in his place. And you're still aiding him by saying, well, we are qualified, we want to work, we can help.
Okay, how are you going to reprogram men so that they don't let us take over what's supposed to be their responsibility? And men that I have had dealings with, they are perfectly willing to sit back and let us do anything we want to.
I don't think that you have to reprogram men. I think you have to reprogram women.
No, you have to reprogram the man so that he will forcefully take what belongs to him, because women, as long as we can get, we're gonna get, and it's part of our being. We're going to.
That's some bullshit. Grow up. Grow the fuck up. See, that's some bull. That every time I see that pisses me off. Grow the fuck up. No, you don't. As an adult and somebody who's supposed to love black people and love your community and love the black man, especially at that time, you don't just, I'm gonna just do what you allow me to do. What about being a good person, having some goddamn character? What about that? I don't like that childish ass behavior that be pushed.
Well, see, you caught the devil, you caught the white man again. Because the key word is what? Reprogram.
Yep. Right.
Why did she use that word?
Right.
Because black females have been programmed. Programmed by what? What we gave you in the
Right.
chat. It's called
Right.
the Moynihan Report.
Right. Right. Right.
See,
Why give up my perceived power?
and see, none of us have to be reprogrammed. Why? We're already programmed. When you go to the computer store and buy a computer, that computer isn't naked, it's loaded up. It's got Windows, it's got Microsoft, it's got Windows Suite, it's loaded up. When you go to the iPhone store, it's loaded up.
Yep.
We're loaded up. We're already programmed. Who programmed us? God programmed us. And it's called our nature. There's two realities in the universe, nature and nurture. Okay? Nature makes a thing what it is from the beginning, from the origin.
Yep.
Nurture is what that thing is made or changed into. And so God gave us nature. Who gave us nurture? The devil.
Hey,
The devil,
damn so.
devil nurtured and changed stuff around. So the most important knowledge that a person can get is what? The knowledge of his or herself.
Right.
And the knowledge of self says in the nature of a man's nature is to what? Provide and protect for his woman and his family and build.
Yep.
Now, what's the nature of the female? The nature of the female is give that man peace of mind.
Yep.
All
Help
that
me.
The devil's nurture has covered up God's nature that he put in people. If you open to the Bible, it says, how does it open? It says, in the beginning, God created the heavens and the earth. Okay, why does it say that? If you look up in the heavens, what do you see during the day? You see the sun.
Mm-hmm.
The greatest light in the universe is 93 million miles from the earth, diameter 853,000 miles, burning at 14,072 degrees, sending beams of light to the planet Earth at 180 something thousand miles per hour, causing it to rotate at 1,037 and a third miles per hour. So light, what's the lesson in that? Light causes movement.
Hey.
Enlightenment, the enlightenment that you got the other day causes movement.
There you go. I like it. I like that. I like that.
And what's the next phrase in that scripture? And darkness was on the face of the deep. Well, if you got a sun that's burning at 14,072 degrees, why are you talking about darkness? This is God's message to man that somebody has covered his nature with nurture.
Right.
And so Hosea 4:6 says what about black people? They're destroyed for what? The lack of knowledge, because knowledge is light. Light causes movement.
Right. Nah, I'm with you. Big shout out to Sage's Levels. Thank you for being here. Shoshana, once again, thank you for being here. Super gang in the building. Thank you for being here. Hey, you're right. Black men, most black males are soft as hell today. Most black males ain't worth a damn when it comes to building and fighting against the system.
They bitchified.
Yes.
Why? Because they grow up around a female in a damn single parent household. In the word single parent, the first three letters of single parent is what?
The first three letters S-I-N.
There you go. There's your answer right there.
Hey, but
God said in the Bible, a woman is nothing without a man.
Hey, we need each other. Nah, but you're right, Super Gang. Like, this is not a beat up on woman session, but we're talking about what actually, like, the manipulation, the tactics that were used to target black women, because the black man was disenfranchised and taken out, pushed out the picture. Right now, I hear a lot of women asking, "Well, why didn't black men ever protect us here in America? Black men, we never had a chance to protect black women here in America. But also, black men have a choice today to choose to be better, and they choose fingernail polish and skirts.
Right. But see, protection, don't females can't question us about protection. Why? Here's the law of protection. You cannot protect that which you cannot control. You left us, in the Moynihan Report talks about the black female leaving the black male. When you leave, if the black male says, hey, stay in the house, don't go out, and she gonna come back with that modern feminist gynocratic talk, oh, I'm strong independent woman, you don't tell me what to do. She leaves the house, goes out, and gets raped or assaulted or whatever. Is that the black man's fault and responsibility? Hell no. She rebelled against the law of protection. She left her protection. And see, that's how the whole Bible opens up.
Yeah.
The whole Bible talks, there's a story about who are the two people in the story?
Yeah, Adam and Eve.
No,
Adam
Adam and Weave. And we know who that's talking about. Black females spend $30 billion a year on some ugly ass fake hair that no black man wants. No black man asks for weave. So who are they doing it for? They doing it for other females. They doing it for other females.
Yep.
And so there's no wonder 60% of black females are licking each other's behind and being gay. You can't build a family like that. And so the Bible starts with Adam and Weave, and Weave is she's taking the advice. Adam is gone to work. He's out of the garden. And so the snake comes in. What does Eve Weave do? She takes advice from who? The snake, devil, dragon, demon. And he tells her, what did God tell you? Oh, he said, if I eat of your tree, I will surely die. And so the snake says, oh, God was lying to you. Don't listen to God. Don't believe God. That's describing black females today. They don't give a damn about God. They won't listen to God. They don't care what God got to say. They go to church and won't read a paragraph out the Bible. They do everything opposite of what God said to do. And they wonder, and they got the nerve to wonder why they damn kids is killing each other.
Well, the men are crazy enough to find those women, get those women pregnant, and also allow those women,
not men, males.
Well, those males, they find those women, get those females pregnant, and then allow those females to lead them as well. And so
exactly,
we are. I'm gonna just say it like this: they got us all fucked up out here. But let's let this conversation. Just want this conversation to finish real quick, not the whole video.
Do anything to you that you let us, whether we want to or not.
You don't want to live on the level of income that I can afford you and love me on the basis of that. You want to always be aspiring to have all those things that's a part of the great middle class white American society. And because I can't deliver these things to you, you say that you are not a man.
I don't measure a man by how much money he can bring home. I measure a man by how he treats me. Whether when I'm tired and I'm sick and I'm scared, he's there.
For these women, the men are there. But with the feeling of racial pride has come new conflicts and new problems. Across America, they meet to discuss what black awareness means to their families and to them as black women of today.
You know, there have been a lot of myths created about the black family. We all recognize that. And one of the most pernicious myths is the myth of the black matriarch. you know. And this whole concept, and I think this is one of the reasons that the black community reacted so negatively to the Moynihan report, because we know that that's not true.
It was not like
the black woman has not been a matriarch in the sense that it has been defined thus far. And thank God research, and I hope black research is being done now to reverse that kind of thing. In fact, the black woman has been a woman at the head of a household, not by choice, but by necessity. And more often, that's right, and more often than not, she is not a strong, matriarchal, aggressive, domineering figure. She is a woman in search of a man. But this story has not been told.
Renee,
The prejudiced society created what we have now. So that's what we were. Okay, we have a revolution going on.
Go ahead.
See, she just lied. She said the Moynihan report lied and said black female, the black community is a matriarchy.
Mm-hmm.
2 seconds later, she said the black female is a matriarch and head of the house out of necessity. She just contradicted herself and lied in our face.
Well, yeah, because if you are the head of the household, and if the majority of the households are led by women, then that is a matriarchy.
Right. Who gets welfare Section 8 and food stamps? The black males or black females?
Nah, the females. Females, period. Especially, but black females in our case.
Case closed, bro.
Yeah.
Case closed.
No, but that's a good point. Like that you caught with that. If you're going to say this is not a matriarchy, but then talk about how black women are heads of the household, and then we know most households are headed by women, that would denote matriarchy. I'm just saying, because if 70% were headed by men, it would be a patriarchy.
We wouldn't be having this discussion.
Exactly. Yeah. So here we go.
We're part of the revolution.
We're in the evolution. I think the revolution is yet to come.
Yeah, it's the this thing
we keep talking the word revolution around lightly.
Actress Val Ward performs the works of our black poets and dramatists. For her, black awareness is not revolutionary, but the very foundation of her marriage. Val's husband, Francis Ward, talks of the struggles of the black family in the past and the obstacles that lie ahead.
It's extremely important for black history and culture to be transmitted from generation to generation. And the best way, the most effective way that this has always been done is through the family, acting as the primary unit of social organization. Right. And I think one reason why it has not been done with black people is because of the destruction done to our family life.
Got junk, an old sofa, or a broken fridge? Maybe it's just that project in the garage you never finished.
So this certainly has to be one function of the black marriage, to begin to re-emphasize and to pick up the thread of Afro-American history and culture that has been left off generations ago when Africans were sold into slavery, when the family unit was purposely destroyed. Part of the obligation of being black is to make absolutely certain that whoever has any kind of control or jurisdiction over your kid, is not bringing him into conflict with the kinds of things we teach. We try to instill in them here in the home.
Most middle-class homes, quote middle-class homes, like I don't even get caught up in that bag, you go into will have some copy of anybody, any white artist, I don't even have to name anybody, instead of the works of black artists. I think it starts, especially that identity part, the books, the kinds of books. All of these things start in the home rather than complaining about them being in the schools at this point.
Unless we're absolutely certain of how that teacher is handling them, then we may have to assume that whole responsibility. We may have to pull them out of school ourselves, and do all the educating ourselves.
Say, for instance, when they say to my child to draw, last year Rhonda painted Abraham Lincoln brown and she was put in the corner, We had to go up to the school and deal with that. They must be respectable to their peers in school. And what we do, we handle that. We don't say, you jump up, you curse that teacher out, or you say it doesn't exist. But they see us at that school knocking on the door. You have to be in there. Either we're going to control, their minds here, or at least give them the choice.
A lot of this is new to us, and a lot of these things we're grappling with, and we don't want to give anybody the impression that we have the answer to everything.
Not only that, though, let me cut you off again. People go around talking about hate. We really don't have time to hate because, it goofs up the bag.
Let the man talk. But I'm gonna stop it there. I want to stop it there for sake of time. But let the man talk. Cut the man off. But Theodore, the name of this video is 1970 Black Women and Men Debate Their Relationship on TV pre-Oprah Winfrey. 1970 Black Women and Black Men Debate Their Relationships on TV. That's the name of that video. But they're emphasizing family, and we emphasize family. But we do have to talk about the challenges that come with rebuilding family. Like Renee says, the re-education, there has to be a re-education and the reprogramming of us. Over 350 years of being programmed to be niggas. How do you reverse that, and how long does it take to reverse that? But we have to focus on reversing that. If family is what we want, because family has to happen. Family has to. There's no other way around.
Family is the foundation,
right,
of a society.
Right. Like you're foolish if you think the male, female, and child unit is not needed. You're foolish. Look at what's happening around us. Look at how much progress we're not making.
And see, that's what I opened up with. Those were my opening comments. Back then, you saw a husband and a wife together. You can't see that now. A man made a comment the other day on a video. He said, "Have you seen very many happy, smiling Black couples under 35? No. The family unit has been." That was my opening comment. The family unit has been completely destroyed,
right,
and ruined. And in 1960, we had an 85% marriage rate. Today, we got a 90% divorce single mom rate. It's been completely flipped around,
intentionally flipped.
And on that video, do you see any cell phones on that video?
Nope. Right. This is.
You see any iPads? You see any laptops on that video?
Nope.
That video was 100 damn years old.
That's what it seemed like.
But they were together. Ain't no iPads, ain't no laptops, ain't no cell phones. You had a 5-cent payphone.
Right. But I've said it before, and I said it again.
Did you see any flat screens back there?
When none of this modern technology that we use as excuses to keep us apart.
Right.
So during slavery, Black people were willing to die to create their families. Today, Black people will rather die than create family.
Than to have a family.
Ain't that a bitch?
And see, here's another point. Slavery never ended. Slavery never ended. Slavery never ended. Anybody, if I'm wrong, a 5-year-old kid can come on here and correct me and cuss me out if he wants to. But the proof of what I just said, anybody and everybody can Google Dred Scott Act, where the Supreme Court of the United States in the 1800s said, no white man is bound to respect any claim made by a Black man. That makes you a non-citizen and 0/5 of a human being. Article 1, Section 2, Paragraph 3 of the Constitution of the United States refers to us as 3/5 of a human being. But if you interpret the Dred Scott decision, that makes us 0/5 of a human being, not a human being at all.
Hey, but that's the whole purpose. That was our whole original purpose of being over here. They didn't bring us over here to be human beings. They brought us over here to be labor, to work these dang on fields. And after the slave trade was actually the shipping of the slaves from Africa to the Americas. After that was ended by the British, they started breeding.
Right.
Because I mean, we were never brought here to be nothing more than labor, right? So they will never empower us.
That's a perfect point, because that's what black females are doing today. They're not having children. They're breeding slaves for what?
Right.
The prison industrial complex.
Right.
Because they're addicted. In the 1980s, what happened? The black male became the power in the United States, flooded every black community from New York to Los Angeles with something called crack cocaine, and blacks never recovered from it. No. What happened? The black male became a crack smoker, and the black female fell in love with who? The crack broker. And so
became a prostitute.
Yes. And so black females, they only want thugs, pants sagging, dick grabbing, no job having, in and out of the penitentiary thugs. That's all they want. They went from wanting men to wanting thugs. Go ahead.
Right. Well, you know, especially depending on the area you're in, you got your like my man Sam Carter say, if you have bad choices, you're gonna make bad decisions.
Right.
And so if my choice is a drug dealer or a drug user, I mean, somebody gonna be sexy and somebody not gonna be sexy, right? Drug dealer. Now, of course, that wasn't all of black men.
Right. That's what I was getting ready to say. You left out the third choice.
Right. No, I'm with you. Yes, that wasn't all of black men. But by
let's cover the third choice.
Right, because there were good black men.
The third choice is what black females hate. They hate this guy. And they call him what they call me and you. They got names for him. Square, geek.
Oh yeah, the nice guy. Yeah, the nice guy. That's what I'm saying.
Geek, lame, boring, and not exciting, not fun.
Right. The nice guy, right? And so, but by the time the nice guy came around, the programming was already there. It was already done. I remember I was in elementary school and they showed us the movie Grease. And in the movie Grease, they were talking about the little white girls was talking about how they wanted the bad guys. And then I started paying attention to that. I've always been very inquisitive and certain things have always caught my attention. And so I started to pay attention and I noticed within, you know, black culture, within black media, within black messaging, I'm starting to hear more and more and more. I want the bad guy. I want the bad guy. I want the bad guy. Remember we were talking about the other day, MC Light wanted the roughneck.
God spoke to you again. That wasn't Grease. That was God.
Right.
And like you said, no female, the law of reproduction says this: no female has the ability to choose a mate. Why? God didn't give her nothing to have a mate with. Why? Because that would knock her father out of his job. His job is to pick a mate for a female. And because according to God, each vagina is only made for one penis and one penis only. After that, she starts turning into a man, and that's what we see today.
Yeah.
And so a female picking a mate is like a male trying to have a baby and carry a baby through his penis. It's impossible.
Right. But you have these females out here picking from these bucks too.
From the what?
From these bucks, from these broken bucks out here.
Right. Because a female cannot pick a mate. It's impossible. Females only have 3 categories for mates: cute, fine, and ugly. And what females pick with a wet vagina? And what makes a vagina wet? What controls the vagina? The media. And so she's fed these images of thugs and gangsters and rap videos. That's where she gets her mate picking from.
They're romanticized.
Fantasize, romanticize, and glorify. And see, like
this is a real man. This is a real man. The provider man.
This is the symbol of male beauty right here. Pants sagging, dick grabbing, no job having, shooting, going to the in and out the penitentiary, and
That's
see,
a man.
yeah,
That's what they say.
right, and see, oh, girl, he fine, and so 80% of the kids in the black community are fathered by these thug gangster criminals.
But seriously though, that's one of the problems is like, if you make a baby from a dude who can't read out loud, what outcomes are you expecting long term?
Black females, they believe they got the biggest lie in the world going around. These my kids. In the Bible, God said every child is like the father. A womb is dead until a sperm hits it. And females try to argue with me. But I carried him for 9 months. So damn what?
Right.
Millions of trucks carry packages per day.
That don't mean they own it.
Thank you.
Shout out.
Millions of acres, billions of acres carry and produce fruit. Do you hear any acres saying, give me my corn back, give me my lettuce back, give me my tomatoes back? Billions of ovens cook up food. Have you ever heard of an oven say, give me my cookies back, give me my roast back, give me my potatoes back?
The minds are all blended up. Together we stand. Thank you for your comment. Yes. And thank you for being here. Thank you for tuning in. I appreciate you. Thank you. Together we stand. But no, you're right though. Like, our minds are all messed up. We don't understand what's going on. And once again, like we have information to prove that feminism, welfare, and the sexual revolution, especially the ways it targeted the black community, were CIA, FBI operations. We know that.
Right. Let's revisit our playlist.
Right. What was on it?
Beyonce said, what she say? Ladies, leave your man at home. The club is full of ballers and they pockets full grown, in her song Jumping. And she got a song On the Run. I'll hold your gun for you. I'll do life for you.
And she told the women to go be single ladies when she ran back to her man.
Right.
She said, you want a soldier?
Soldier. Yeah. If his status ain't hood, I ain't checking for him.
So when I used to go into the schools, I used to do exercises with the kids. Mm-hmm. And so I would ask them what the class before, at the end of that class before, I would ask them to write down their favorite artist and their favorite song. Mm-hmm. Not telling them what I'm going to do. And so I go and I get the lyrics. And so now I'm going to give them the lyric sheets and I'm going to have them read the lyrics out loud. And when you do that, that makes them think about what's being said. No, now they're not going to change right there, but that makes them think about what's being said. But thinking about what's being said, thinking about the content of the music. Most of the songs that we love, most of Black America's favorite songs are breakup, toxic love songs. Most of the movies we love. Please, Tyler Perry, please don't make another movie like that. Please don't. Right? But those unhealthy relationships have been romanticized in the Black community. The movie Baby Boy was another. Awaiting to Exhale. All these movies were romanticizing unhealthy Black relationships. They were romanticizing underdeveloped males and underdeveloped females.
Right. Let's look at some other music. Who is this? Don't forget To the Left, To the Left.
Yep.
And the most destructive of the songs is one I sent you called by Sherelle called Affair. Black women go out and have an affair on your man. And in that song, 100 times, she's screaming, I don't need no man. I don't need no man. I don't need no man. And every brother in the video is in prison. And see, this is brainwashing and brain feeding and mind screwing black females to say that I don't need no man stuff.
Hey, from the plantation to the pulpit.
Yep.
From the plantation to the recording booth. From the plantation to the football field, the basketball court. From the plantation to your living room.
Right.
They brought the plantation men. We brought the plantation mentality home.
Exactly.
And settled in, snuggled in with it, and like plantation mentality would never let you go, because it's so much easier to want white people to fix our solutions.
Anywhere a white person is a plantation. They set up plantation. The NFL is a plantation. NCAA is a plantation. College basketball is a plantation. Anything they touch becomes a plantation. But the problem is Isaiah 42nd chapter. Black people are blind, deaf, and dumb.
Yep. Hey, look. We have work to do, black people. So it's coming around 10 o'clock. You know, we got to go to work tomorrow. So we're finna start wrapping this thing up. But we got work to do, black people. And when I say black people, I'm talking to black people. I ain't talking to the others. I ain't talking to the people with the Negro mindsets. I'm talking to black people specifically.
Not Negroes, Toms, Coons, Shines, Ham Bones.
No Sambos. No none of that.
Weaves, wigs, booty shorts.
No turncoats. I like that. I like that. That term is funny to me. Turncoat. No turncoat. But oh yeah, shot Rod C. Thank you for joining us. Thank you for your comment. Thank you for being in here. Brother Huey, thank you for being in here as well. But yeah, like it's imperative for us who give a damn to actually give a damn and show we give a damn by our actions. So those of us who are single, I'm single now here in these streets. So those of us who are single, we need to be intentional about being the best black. If you're a black man, you need to be intentional about being the best version of yourself and finding a woman that is good for you. And you all build. Y'all get together and you build. If you're a black woman, you need to be focused on being your greatest self and finding a black man that is good for you. Y'all get together and build. Y'all have babies and you build. You link with other healthy black families and you all build community. That's the goal. That's what we should be working on. That should be our everyday mission, is just build family. Mm-hmm. So Brother Terrence, you want to give some closing comments, and if you want, tell people how they can get in contact with you if they want.
Oh, sure. What we have to realize is that we're looking at the death and total destruction of black marriage, black family, black relationships, and black community. And there's only a few people. The book of Revelations in the Bible says there would be a remnant. There's just a few people, meaning there'd just be a few people, a few of us that want to be real black men, real black women, love, honor, respect, and cherish God like we're supposed to, and love, honor, cherish, and respect one another like we're supposed to, like we did originally in the beginning, and bring that back and rebuild that. Most of the people do not want to partake in that, and we got to understand that from the jump, from the get-go, and from the outset. And 90%, we've been destroyed. I said that twice. What's the proof of it? 90% of black females, we have a 90% divorce, single mom rate. 90% of black females are fat and out of shape. 80% initiate divorce if they get married. 80% of the fat females are obese. 60 to 65% of black females are licking on another female.
Hey,
where's we need wife material. Can you point out the wife material in any of that?
There is no wife material in that. What's the comment?
70% are pregnant before they're 21. 40% have used the A word and slaughtered their baby in their womb. Since 1973, black females have had 100 million A words killing their babies.
Dang.
They spend $30 billion a year on ugly ass fake hair.
Now black men buying weaves.
Yeah, it's a total mess.
So I love this comment. I mean, I don't understand how we think having healthy families in an integrated society where you integrated with your nemesis. We're not this to them. They are to us nemesis. No, for real, D.
That's a perfect point.
For real, straight up. Let me star this. You get a star. Your comment is starred tonight. I appreciate that. Now let's keep it real. One hold those punches right here. Let's keep it real. If your feelings are hurt, that might mean you might want to do some change. I'm just saying. Thank you, The Rock. Thank you. Renee says, unfortunately, we're going to have to leave. Yeah. Oh, a lot of people got to be left behind. A lot of people got to leave, got to be left behind. They got to get their ass on because they don't want to get better. And this is only for black people. So I believe only black people gonna be the ones that's moving forward. Everybody else, if you ain't moving forward, well, that means you ain't a black people. That's what that means.
Right.
Says reason because we see exactly what we do and what they do to our martyrs. They keep dying, going in vain. We do speak their name. We're going to do it. Now I feel it. If I ain't dying for. If I was out there, I tell you straight up, I ain't dying for none of y'all. Nope, I ain't dying. Cause what you gonna do? Name a street? I'm finna give my life fighting for my people, and all I get is my name mentioned, quoted sometimes, in the street named after me.
And these ninjas don't appreciate it. Y'all
and
crazy.
Nothing gets better. And then look how they memeing Dr. King and Malcolm X and all about. Man, hell no.
Right.
Hell no.
And if you think those songs that we mentioned, see, black folks make a BS excuse. Oh, that was back then. That's old. Okay. Have you ever heard of Mariah Carey? What's her latest song in 2025? I Need a Dangerous Guy.
She Mariah Carey?
Yes, sir. They are keeping it going. Yes, sir. To this day.
Mariah Carey needs to sit her ass down.
Yep.
Okay. I don't think one reason why black marriages don't work because we don't have. There you go. We have survival units. All of our brains are blended up. The women want to be men. The men want to be women. And everybody just hunching willy-nilly, not using no condoms.
Breeding slaves. It's modern slave breeding. So that your kids can fill up the penitentiary and fill up the graveyards.
Yep, spreading HIV, spreading STDs.
But we've been made extinct since the Clinton administration of the mid-90s.
Well, yeah, black people have been overran by the niggas.
Watch this. 50 million immigrants.
Oh yeah.
We've been replaced. And
who told us that?
But since we don't want to study, we don't want to love each other, we don't want to come together, we want to act like everything is okay and go get a $500 weave and everything's okay. No, that ain't it. All you have to do is look at these stupid ass Indians from India. They hate blacks, but they darker than us.
Look, y'all lucky I can't find the book on the shelf right here. Dr. Claude Anderson told us in 2001 when he dropped this book, Powernomics, that we were going to be replaced. We become a permanent underclass, fourth class citizens by 2013. It's damn 2025. We are supplanted as second class citizens and we are cemented as fourth class citizens. Like the brother just espoused, they are the Democrats were replacing us out in the open. The Republicans are doing it behind closed doors. So that's kind of switch behavior for them too.
Just go to carry your ass to any hotel or airport. You'll see Indians, Hindus, Asians, Malaysians, Turkish, Nigerians, Colombians, Venezuelans, Ethiopians, Eritreans, Somalians, Koreans.
Well,
Cambodians, Ghanaians.
Black people want to be rappers and you know, crazy stuff.
Bang the latest music.
Like we have to understand first of all, why family is important. Family, intact family structures, healthy family units help to prevent adverse childhood experiences.
Family is the foundation of a nation.
Right.
Go look at a brick house. Each one of those bricks is a family. A house is a metaphor for a nation. Each one of those bricks is a family.
We're not gonna build nothing the way we are. We're not gonna build nothing.
You can't build a thing, nothing. There's two things that you can build with a family. There are two things you can build without a family: a penitentiary and a graveyard.
Yep.
And see, all these immigrants. Why are all these immigrants in America? Because black females in the 60s said they don't need no man. When you don't need no man, that means how you gonna reproduce? You gonna get pregnant by your finger? No. So when black females said they didn't need no man, in psychology, that's called a self-fulfilling prophecy. They spoke it into existence. Now we got all these damn immigrants in the so-called black community running the black community with the corner stores and the cheap hotels, and we can't get any form of justice, any way, shape, or form of any kind of justice.
Right. Big shout out to Rod C for the $5 cash app. I appreciate you, my brother. Y'all know y'all donations go to helping my Black History School. So give y'all an update on the Black History School real quick before we close it out. And brother Terrence, look, man, what you doing next Tuesday?
Kicking it with you.
Part two next Tuesday. We're doing this again next Tuesday because we got to bring this thing back next Tuesday. Just want to give a quick update on our Black History School. So last week, I'm introducing them to African mythology and African spirituality, right? So last week we took a list of all the movies that featured black superheroes. So from Meteor Man, Blank Man, Hancock, Blade, Black Adam, all these movies, right? And so we had a debate, and the debate was for us to find out and dwindle it down to the three black superheroes who are the greatest three black superheroes of all time. So I made them do research, I made them read, I made them like really learn about these characters, learn about these movies, and then they have to be able to articulate their arguments and think outside the box and be critical thinkers and things. And so we dwindled it down to it was Black Panther, because Black Panther, his cultural impact, you can't deny that. So it was Black Panther, Storm, and Spawn. So those were our three black superheroes that from our team that's going to represent us. But now our next lesson is I am going to have them research the gods of the Black pantheons and take the attributes of those gods, and we're going to create our own superheroes based off of these. We're going to create our own black superheroes. They're going to create them in their image, these own black superheroes, create their own pantheon, and eventually we're going to create our own black superhero comic books, because I want them to learn about black history and black culture outside the box. So that's what we got going on.
And be positive and constructive, and get self-knowledge, self-love, self-respect, and self-awareness.
Right.
And see, one more point.
Go ahead.
When I mentioned all those different immigrants, when you and I mentioned all these different immigrants, why is it that there's 50 million immigrants here that have replaced black people? They replaced the stores and the grocery stores that we used to own, and now our neighborhoods are being gentrified, and the houses we used to buy for $10,000, now they $300,000. Where did all that come from? Right. That came from black females. The video you played from the Moynihan report, that came from black females' mouth saying they what? Don't need no man. Black females' national anthem. The name of your show, I think. Black females don't need no man. That's what has brought all these immigrants over here. Because in 1960s, America had about 6,000 total immigrants.
Yep.
Today, 50 million. Why? Because black females don't want black males. They don't want to they don't want to produce, reproduce, build families, neighborhoods, and communities. They only want to be single mom thugs and have baby daddies and breed these slaves.
Right. T-Wo. So solutions, we kind of mentioned them, but solutions were first and foremost healthy black if you're a black man or if you're a black woman, every day you need to be working on improving yourself. Every day you need to be doing something and being in an environment that helps you improve yourself to be the greatest version of yourself. And
brother,
then
we need to hear from you every day, because you're the only one on the internet with pure truth.
Man, I appreciate that. Look, I'm that's why I need everybody's help to push these messages out. You know, YouTube and shadow banning. Because my videos, when I'm not being shadow banned, my videos get a lot more views. So me, PC, and Pat, man, we need y'all help pushing us out and supporting us, because the truth need to be heard, and we need more black people. But the thing is, like, we need to make ourselves better people. That's the start. Make ourselves better people, and then get together and build healthy families and stay together. Like, understand that we're not getting married just because we love each other. Understand that there's a greater mission at hand. When you date intentionally. If you don't have your stuff together, don't bring your ass out in the dating market. If you haven't gotten over your traumas, don't bring your ass out in the dating market. Don't isolate yourself either. Get with people that can help you better yourself. If you're a black man or if you're a black woman, every day we need to be working on making ourselves better. But I will say this, T-Wo, we will come back with more solutions next Tuesday. But those are things that we can get started with. Every day we can work on making ourselves better. Every day we can work on making ourselves more attractive to the opposite sex, not just by how we look, but by our character, and being able to understand and see past the looks and see the character in the person as well, and choosing the person because of their character, not because of their looks. Those are some solutions that we're going to start with, but we are going to come back with more structured solutions next week as well. And
God is so good that in every problem is 5 or 10 solutions.
Yep.
He hid 5 or 10 solutions minimum in every problem. And the trick to getting those solutions is, the first rule of solving a problem is to clearly define the problem. And that's why I made the comment that this brother, on the shoulders of giants, this is the only show on the whole damn internet that tells black people the truth. This is the only show right here. And it starts, truth built the whole entire universe, all 76 quintillion miles in diameter of this universe. God built it with truth. You cannot build a damn thing on a lie. And so we have to clearly define the problem. And then God has 5, 10, 100 solutions in that problem to make us and help us grow. Some of the solutions the brother gave. The brothers, the females are so jacked up, brothers have to become passport bros and go overseas and find a female. Until females, the solution for the female, she has to actually want a black man and a black male. Because these females nowadays, what's their favorite saying in their national anthem? I'm a strong, independent black woman. I don't need no man. I'm a strong, independent black woman. I don't need no man. A nigga ain't shit. Nigga can't do shit for me. It's become a self-fulfilling prophecy. Y'all love saying it, and y'all have become, guess what? Y'all have become that. So y'all have become the males that y'all don't like. Because this is a sowing and reaping universe that God gave us.
Right.
What you put out there is going to come back to you 10, 100, 1,000 times.
We got to preach and live, think, act, and vibrate positivity.
Thank you.
We have to. And Renee, that shows me right there that the iPhones are directly from the government. That's my iPhone. I'm an Android person, so my iPhone chose the iPhone from the government. But now, I'm subscribed to my channel, and I did that for a reason, because I will post a video on Monday and get a notification for that video on Friday. So YouTube on that bull. So please hit that like button. Please hit that subscribe button. Hit that bell. You can become a member of the channel. And please just go to the channel every day at 1 p.m. and you won't ever miss nothing. You know, Saturdays at 3:30, Tuesdays at 9 p.m. So have you done a reading of the Monahan report? Have we done the reading? I think we may have done a little bit, but I mean, that'd be something good to go in either on this Tuesday, Saturday, or Friday breakdown. So
this brother right here on the shoulders of giants has the only solution to the black problem on the whole entire internet. This brother said, do a trade in like you trade your car in. Trade in your self ignorance and black hatred. Trade that in for black knowledge, black respect, and black love. That's the one and only solution.
Yep. So let's go ahead and close the show. You know how we do. We got to give thanks to the people that make this show happen, and thanks to the people that keep this show going. So Sage Levels. First of all, first and foremost, brother Terrence. You already know. You know, we had good conversations on the phone, chopping it up, and here we are doing it again. So I appreciate you and look forward to having you back next Tuesday so we can go ahead and continue this conversation.
Thank you, brother.
Thank you.
I thank God for you, and God bless you and your family.
Right. Thank you. So The Rock, I appreciate you being here. Renee, as always, thank you for being here. Sage Levels, thank you. D, aka Brother Huey, thank you for being here. PhD Diva, thank you, and thank you for the idea. Yeah, we haven't read. I know Patrick has done a reading of the Monahan report on one of his YouTube channels. I'm trying to get him to revive, but that would be good to do. I appreciate that idea.
Well, there's a reading of the Moynihan report. Go to BGS IB.
Oh yeah, he does. BGS does have it on his channel. He
reads the whole report.
Yeah, he does.
It's like 97 pages.
He does. T-Wo, thank you for being here. Rod C, thank you as always. Thank you. Super gang in the building. Thank you. Ronnie Thomas, thank you for being in the building. Thank you for your comment. Thank you for watching Black America Television News and Information. Thank you, my sister. Who else we got up in here? That was because I want to make sure I get everybody. My day one Nemesis X, as always, brother. You already know you're much appreciated, my brother. Thank you for everything. Nemesis has been rocking with me for a long time, man. So I appreciate that, brother, so much. Theodore Rowe, appreciate you. And once again, Theodore, the name of the video is 1970 Black Women and Men Debate Their Relationship on TV. Who else we got? Iroko Reasoning, thank you for being here. Shoshana, thank you for being here. Who else we got? I don't want to miss nobody. Terrell, my man Terrell, thank you for being in the building. Mr. Fantastic, thank you for being in the building. So, hey man, I love y'all as always. And you know, we're gonna be live again Saturday 3:30. So make sure you catch tomorrow's video at 1 p.m. Thursday's video at 1 p.m. Friday breakdown Friday at 1 p.m. Coming back live on Saturday at 3:30 p.m. and drop another clip on Sunday at 1 p.m. Then we start the week back.
Let's get down Saturday.
Hey, well, I'm going a different direction Saturday because I want to. Because Saturday, we got to finish Dr. Amos Wilson.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So that's why I was going to finish this up on Tuesday because we got to finish Dr. Amos Wilson on Saturday because we started him on Saturday.
I can get down with Brother Amos.
So, hey, man, we're going to talk some more. So let's do it like that. How we do it. We get it in over here on the Shows of Giants. We appreciate everybody. Brother Terrence, once again, I appreciate your insight. I appreciate your knowledge, your wisdom, all of that stuff. And I appreciate you for reaching out to me. If you want to come and chop it up on the channel, email me. That's how we get it. Email me. I'm gonna be honest with you. If you are asking to jump on the show after I'd already started it, it ain't gonna happen. I'm gonna be real with you. It ain't gonna happen. If you call me, if we pre-plan, we good.
Anytime and every time. Because you You the only black man on the internet offering black therapy. You a therapist, brother. This is therapy that you giving.
Hey,
You
and now
don't,
that's
you don't realize how awesome you are, how beautiful you are, how great you are, brother.
now I appreciate that. Now that's funny you say that because I got an opportunity to get my master's. Somebody gonna pay for it, so I'm gonna get it. I'm gonna get my MSW, and then I'm gonna get my LCSW, and I'm gonna actually get into some real therapy. But the overall goal is to learn more, increase my skill set, sharpen my skill set, so I could be a better asset for my community.
Yes, sir.
So that's how we do. I love y'all. I love being black. Love my people. So let's continue to do what we do. And I think a video gonna come up next. Check that. Make sure I hit those playlists. Please hit that like button, comment, subscribe, and share. And we see y'all live Saturday 3:30. Peace out.